Ah, well, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You know, it's Thursday afternoon, which is the six man convo. I'm your host, the six man, K Styles in the building. And to your screen left, as you already know, it is Mad Mike Sports.
Oh, damn.
I mean, Mike, you just gonna go ahead and mess up the intro. I mean, you just gonna mess it up right there.
No, the screen messed it up. Okay, it wasn't my fault this time. Okay, I can take accountability, unlike Raheem. Okay,
Well, that seems to be gonna be the theme of today's show right there. And like you said, we got two special guests with us this evening, as you already know, making her return over here on our side of the things. We got Baller Meg in the building.
Hey.
oh, and Mad Mike's football wife. You got to throw that in there.
Yeah. Mad Mike Sports football wife.
I
Yeah.
claim that. She doesn't have to claim it, but I claim it. Okay, that's all good.
And if you seen her before, you gonna understand why. And we also got a special guest, as y'all already know. This is a regular on the show, and pretty much the main guy who we have been showing support to on the Twitter side of things, being the upcoming journalist, Keyshawn. What's going on, man?
How y'all doing?
see y'all see it on the screen. Y'all recognize the Keyshawn Blast side of the game. So, hey, like you said, we're gonna have a good show this evening. Like you said, man, if you're new to the channel,
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah,
That's
what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Just make sure nobody says find the way, because you know what happens when that you know what happens when somebody says that, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So like you said, man, let's go ahead and get right into giving a shout out to the people that's in here already. Like you said, man, shout out to Andrew G, who's gonna be the pick up the pieces. Hold on. I gotta do this right. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You really, he really had to do that. I didn't know he had to do that. I ain't did this in a long time, but he really had to do this at this point. Oh God!
So Andrew G is the new member. Pick up the pieces.
You haven't done that in a while.
I haven't done it in a while. We got Pat Norris. We got my sister in the building, Sonia. Leo, my arch nemesis. We got Diamond in here. What's going on? MVM. Ski, what's happening? So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So I don't even know what the hell week this is right now.
I don't know either. I swear to God, I don't know. I have no clue.
So
Just another shit show.
See, I told you that's why that's Mad Mike's wife. She's already started with the shit show. So I'm gonna let you and Keyshawn give y'all thoughts and let y'all shine on this one, man. So how do y'all feel about this week coming up? And like you said, if you follow, like I said, make sure if you ain't following Ballers Meg on X and Instagram, we're gonna put it in the community tab for y'all to follow her. And also Keyshawn Vlad, which is on X, who puts out a lot of articles, not just Falcons, but Hawks, Braves, Atlanta sports in general. So make sure you follow your boy 6MK Live, and we'll steer you in the right direction. So how y'all feeling about this week? Because I think a lot of people are on the cusp of burning stuff. So
Yep.
All right, man. Go ahead and kick us off. How you feeling about this week?
I have an existential dread every week. I'll be honest. it's deep rooted and it's a sick feeling to the pit of my stomach every time I know that I have to watch my team play right now. Not even the team. Do you know what? That's unfair. Every time I have to see Raheem Morris's face on my screen, I want to smash it. That's the point I'm at right now. Because if this boy does not sort his life out and just take a hike out of Atlanta at the first opportunity ahead of the Seahawks game, I'm going to have a problem. And take all the just book a bus, take the coordinators, and get the fuck out of Dodge, because there is no need for those guys to still be on my screen every week and look me in the eyeballs and tell me that they are here for my team, because they're not. They're not here. Like, I mean, find a way. It's been 4 years, buddy. If you've not found your way, you need to get a better sat nav. Like, find a better map, because this is not the fucking one. Like, it's not what's happening. And I just, like, I was saying to you guys before we came on live, like, the fact that our quarterbacks room right now looks the way that it does, the fact that we have, you know, I compared it to be getting back with your toxic ex-boyfriend. Like, Kirk Cousins was no good in the start. Like, he seemed like a really nice guy. He seemed like angelic and like one of those, you know, typical narcissists that you see where they put on a really good face for everybody else, but they're really shit behind the scenes. That's
Wow.
Kirk Cousins. And then what happens is you break up with him. You're like, I've got a new man. He's really cool. We love MPJ. Like, we move on with our life. We move on. And then all of a sudden, he is fatally injured, and you're back with the toxic ex, and you can't break the cycle because you're in up to your eyeballs in debt with the toxic ex anyway, and now you're stuck with him. What are you going to do? What's your options? Because we can't stay single, apparently. You know, we need a QB. And now we're just stuck with Kirk Cousins as our boyfriend. It's
Lord.
horrendous.
And to say it like this. No, Leo is an arch nemesis because me and him talk shit to each other all the time. He like a brother to me. I just want to make sure I throw that out there before this motherfucker hit me up talking about what the fuck did I ever do to you, man? Nah, me and Leo always talk crap when we get around each other. So
Love that.
all right, Keyshawn, man. Same question, man. How you feeling going into this week against Seattle?
We gonna lose by 40. I got
Minimum.
no hope, no faith. They gonna run all over us. That Kirk gonna throw 5 picks, probably. I don't know. That D line of Seattle is just crazy. I mean, they're like almost a perfect team.
Mm-hmm.
Well coached. They execute on every level. I mean, they can go deep in the playoffs this year.
So do you think, and this is kind of like another talking point we done had about this team, is this poor excuse of a wide receiver room. If Drake London does not play, what kind of shot do you think that this wide receiver room has against Devin Weatherspoon and Tariq Woolen? Are we throwing it in the garbage?
Bijan Robinson and will have the most receiving yards. That's what's gonna happen.
With a bunch of check downs.
Man. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the sentiment of how a lot of people feeling right now. It kind of and Mike, how you feeling about it? Going off the Meg's point about the inconsistencies, and Are we gonna get the Jets, Falcons? Or are we gonna get man? I can't even count the
Doesn't
Saints victory.
goddamn matter. Doesn't goddamn matter. We playing everybody the same way. We freaking suck. Don't you up here trying to pick and choose? We can pick and choose a long list of trash, okay? Trash all over the ground.
You know we have to find the way.
If we find another way, look, how many damn ways are we gonna find to lose, okay? We don't need to find no more ways to lose at all. Good God Almighty! I don't want to talk anymore. I want to hear them. I'm tired of Raheem. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to look at his stupid face, like Meg said. I'm like, what the fuck is what is so funny? You're 4-8 and you're smiling and shaking hands with the opponent. Excuse me, okay? I just had a physical report.
Boy, that was a weed smoke cough right there, boy.
My body's starting to be affected by his name. Okay, so this is like I need to go rehab. I really do need to go rehab. I have problems, y'all.
Are you starting to develop the case of Capri's?
Yes. Look, I got a better question for. I have a better question for that. So we look at Raheem, Keyshawn, Meg. What about Raheem? Because the thing is, we know everything is bad. I mean, everything is just terrible right now. Like he can't pretend like anything is like everything is all cool. What can now the reports out there are if he finished these 5 games, well, he has the opportunity, obviously, to retain his job. Like, is there anything that he can do in these 5 games?
Wait. You said he's good. He can find his way to the Ebola.
He can find his way, okay,
to the Ebola.
To the Ebola. Okay. Is there anything that he can to do for you guys that's going to change your mind?
You're talking about someone who has one of the top running backs in the league on his team who can't feed Bijan the ball. Like, you're talking to someone that can't coordinate his coordinators, let alone a team. Like, I have 12-year-olds playing better flag football than we are playing in the NFL. Like, what the hell? Raheem Morris, if he smiles at me one more time, because it's personal. It's personal. When he looks in that camera and he looks on the screen and you see him stood at the sideline, like laughing and joking when we're like getting shut out by the Panthers, stop yourself, buddy. Just stop yourself. Like, have some self-respect. If nothing else, if that's me and I'm coaching that team and I've got weapons, because we do have weapons, despite what we are feeling right now, looking at the positives, look at who we've got on our team. Both sides of the ball. We drafted excellently for defense this year. We've got a wide receiver core that, yes, right now is not great because of injury. Drake London obviously is a massive hit on us.
Right.
But you're looking at, and the last time I came on, I said to you, watch out for Casey Washington because he is unreal. And he was a rookie at that time. And he is unreal given the chance to play. But he was benched along with Kadarrell Hodge on the weekend, unfairly, in my opinion. And you're looking at a coach who's standing there with a smile on his face as if he's class clown of 2025 and looking for people to be like, it's cool, we're finding our way with a broken sat nav that was tuned in Timbuktu 15 years ago and having absolutely not a clue how to actually lead a team, keep a dressing room, and keep the fans on side, because we all gave him the benefit of the doubt, despite the fact we didn't really like it when he was put in the first place. We gave him the benefit of the doubt. He came on, he showed us his face, he showed us his arse, and he's still showing us his arse. Like, we don't get any sort of quality coaching from Raheem Morris. And he's standing there in the post-game press conferences like, it's cool, we've got next week. It's cool, we've got next week. Well, we're 4-8, buddy, and we're not getting any postseason. So, great. Love that for us. Piss off. Find another team. Or better yet, like, maybe go coach high school. Like, do something productive that's not going to screw a whole team over. Thanks.
Yeah, cause Diamond here, she said she's at the point right now where she's just numb. She said I'm a spectator at this point. And I think that's where a lot of people are at this point right now, and it's kind of unfortunate. And it kind of goes to the main topic of tonight's show is the failed expectations of what this team was supposed to be in 2025. But before we get into that, I'm gonna let Keyshawn, I'm gonna let you go ahead and add on to what Meg was just talking about and how you feeling about that.
Raheem's not going. I don't think he's going to keep his job. I don't see it. For me personally, I've been a big advocate of Clint Kubiak as our next head coach.
Okay.
For like the past 3 weeks, because he runs under center stuff, runs the ball. He likes to run the ball, play action. He likes to do that. And he's very good at developing quarterbacks. He's done that pretty well for the most part. He's developed Sam Darnold when he was in San Francisco, I believe. Derek Carr looked decent with him. He made Spencer Rattler look competent.
Okay.
And he's elevated that Seahawks offense a lot. Now, my only question with him is what defensive staff will he bring? What quarterback will he want? If he wanted to keep Penix around or not?
Okay.
How will he use Drake, Bijan? If he's going to use Tyler the same way he uses Charbonnet up there in Seattle? But I don't know. I don't see how he keeps his job unless he goes 5-0. I don't see how he keeps his job.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it from a standpoint now, and yeah, Keisha, you've heard us talk about this. It's these critical it's these critical moments in these games, and we've seen it the last month and a half, where you have a Bijan Robinson, who you said in the post game was the best player in football.
Good God.
You're not using him in critical situations. You said Tyler Algier was the most underrated star on the Atlanta Falcons roster. And we've seen him touch the ball more than 10 times once in the last 6 games. And like you said, the thing about it is a lot of people that gave him the benefit of a doubt are now looking at him as like, okay, you don't know what the hell you doing. And it's being more obvious on the field when we looking at these games because you know, hold on. I need a moment right quick because I was about to say something that was gonna be wrong here. But it's the inconsistencies, it's the failed expectations. It's just got a lot of people upset. And I'm just on the standpoint of if he gets fired before the season ends, I'm not gonna be surprised. Because you got all this talent and we 4-8. You made the Jets look like a playoff team against. You know what? Mike, finish it up before I say something I regret.
My thing is, man, it's just it's let me use this analogy. I love chili. I love chili. I love chili. I love tacos. I do. And you have somebody fix everything, your favorite meal, favorite drink, favorite food, everything. And they say, hey, honey, it's ready. And you just stand there and look at it. Like, you had me fix up all this food just for you to turn around and not eat it? Man, I am giving you a knuckle sandwich, okay? I fixed all of this food for you to just sit here and look at it? Oh my God. I could have done so much else with this food. Saved it for another day. Saved it for another person. Whatever. And you just stand there and look at it. That is disrespectful to people's time. It's disrespectful to in every way imaginable. It's disrespectful. You got Kyle Pitts. That's a tight end. He's looking for an opportunity for another check, a big check. And you're not throwing him the ball. You wait the old decrepit Kirk Cousins get in to decide you want to start. All right, let's send Kyle Pitts and we're going to run plays for Kyle Pitts. It took you 12 weeks it took you 10 weeks to figure out, yeah, I think we need to give Kyle Pitts the ball more.
It took them 12.
We won games this year. Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier always rush for over 200 yards every time we win. And you just not figuring out,
it took them 13 weeks to find out that Kyle Pitts could run a crossing route.
To run a crossing route, like it's stuff like that. It's just like it's disrespectful. And you're telling me, see, this is what makes me really. I'm watching Game of Thrones. I'm watching Game of Thrones right now, and I'm in season 5. And Tyrion, the little short guy, I forget it. It's so many T's in that show, but the short guy,
Tyrion Lannister.
All right, so he's sitting in the room with his father, and his father's just saying, and his father just sitting there, and he has his crossbow, and his father's just like, man, you're not gonna do it. I'm your dad. You ain't gonna do nothing, and he just whack. Because that's how I feel right now. I feel like whacking him. Because it's disrespectful to the fans' time. Because a lot of us fans have spent our hard-earned money. We spent time. Some people have come from other countries. You know what I'm saying? And you got Bijan Robinson, who's obviously one of the best players in the league. And he's not touching the ball. Oftentimes, I'm seeing him on the sidelines with his arms crossed. On the sideline in crunch time. And we're running. This is where I lose it. Bijan Robinson is on the sideline. And we're running wide receiver screens for David Seals.
Right?
Huh? This is where the food reference comes in. Look, you got a whole big bowl of chili and you just looking at it. Like, no, I think I'm gonna eat the spoon. This is what Raheem said. No, I got a big bowl of chili. Let me eat the spoon, okay? The spoon looks delicious right now.
Look, I'm gonna give you a better reference. We going to the pub. We about to drink and watch some football, watch some soccer and all that stuff. And the bartender tell you, sorry, we out of beer. But we got some Sprite for you.
No, we not. That's not why I came here.
So what I came here to do.
No. We don't go to bars to drink Sprite. It better be.
You better have a Fireball on reserve.
They say they ain't got no Fireball or nothing. I said all they got is Sprite.
I'm leaving.
We're not doing this.
They may giving us Sprite. We supposed to be drinking.
Yeah, no.
But
the dude makes you want to, like I said, he makes you want to off him with this same thing. Just find a way. Like, what you mean? You have Bijan. It's not like you don't have a weapon and many weapons. We got 4 dangerous guys offensively: Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts. And you're doing nothing with it. And the best guard in the NFL, and Chris Lindstrom, and we don't use him. That's insane to me.
I just say it's just sad for me because outside of Drake London, outside of Darnell Mooney, the closest wide receiver you have close to 100 yards right now is Casey Washington, and we ain't seen him in 4 games.
Yep.
Think about that for a second. Keyshawn, what do you think about that?
That's sad. Put me out there. I can get 100 yards at this point.
Hell, I'll give it a shot. Like, let me on.
Shoot. We all give it a shot here. Shoot. We gonna have a 2,000-yard receiving team out here compared to what they got going on right now.
It's sad. It really is sad.
But what's really sad, because where are we going from here, right? So he says we're going to find a way, right? We know that Michael Penix is out for 7 to 9 months minimum.
Yeah.
Number one, right? So you've got Kirk Cousins sitting in backup, who's clearly old, decrepit, and might end up in an old people's home by next season. So we've got this as our options, right? We've got no first-round draft pick, and the next year's draft is not looking strong for quarterbacks. Let's be honest. It's not great, right? So what are our options? Daniel Jones is rumors. Fibula right now. Let's not go there. Number one. Number two, Mac Jones. What? Because that ain't going to work out either, let's be honest. So
I've heard that too.
Here's my theory. I think somebody needs to get rid of Kirk Cousins in whatever way means necessary. Obviously, all legal and above board. Right?
Yeah.
Let's clear some cap space. Right? And hear me out here. Hear me out, right? The Giants. Everyone who leaves the Giants has a great season the season after, right?
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying, Jameis Winston.
How did I know you was going there? I knew you was going. I had a feeling. I didn't know it, but I had a feeling that you was going.
Just saying.
I mean, like I said, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Like you said, he done kind of got away from the 30 for 30 days. And it made sense if that is the case. But I'm glad she actually went down this route, because that's actually the second conversation we're about to have, is about this quarterback plan that was initially supposed to have been set here once Raheem and Zach and all them got here. And I wanted to get y'all opinion on this. Is, do you feel like that this quarterback plan that they elaborately tried to put together, has it already failed? Now for the people that may not know what I'm talking about, 2024, signed Kirk Cousins. Okay, you already know the guarantee money that came behind that. Not even 3 weeks later, a month later, you draft Michael Penix with the 8th overall pick. Now, I told Mike that me and Mike had this conversation outside of this. To me, this plan screams Desmond Ridder PTSD. Because I think what it was they were so afraid of not trying to go down that road again. They tried to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And unfortunately, both wings of the bird then got plucked right now. So what do y'all do? So how do y'all feel about this quarterback plan? And do y'all think that this thing was an absolute disaster?
I mean, bringing on Kirk Cousins in the first place was a disaster, in my opinion. He's coming off
Yeah.
an ACL. He's been out for a season on a pretty serious injury.
Okay.
He's sat there, obviously doing his recovery. We saw him in that quarterback show, like flying out and getting all sorts of shit injected into his legs. Maybe he thought he was going to be Spider-Man. Like, I don't know. But Jesus, he was too scared. He's too scared to make the plays that need to be played. We're seeing him getting, we're seeing him throwing picks. We're seeing him getting sacked. We're seeing him, literally, he's still the same Kirk Cousins that we saw fail last season. There's no development there as a player. You watched him, and from the start of last season, I said he's too hesitant. He's too scared to get hurt again. He takes too long to make a decision. And he also, in last season, we could kind of say a little bit was because his O-line wasn't maybe the best. He wasn't protected. He didn't have enough time in the pocket, whatever. We made excuses. We allowed it for so long before we were like, hey, week 5, can we switch this up? And then screamed it until they did. This season, he's back on. He's making the same shitty mistakes. He's making the same shitty decisions. But at what point is it no longer his fault and the fault of the coordinators who are behind him making those calls and coaching him during practice? Because if that's me and I've got a player in front of me who's consistently making the same mistakes, if I've tried coaching them and they're not making changes and they're not switching it up and they're not doing what I'm telling them to do, then that's on me to make that change. That then becomes my problem. And this is where my problem lies, not necessarily with the team right now, but with the coordinators and with the coaching staff. Because as a coach myself, I coach young people. I know for a fact that if I'm not getting through to that person, then I need to take drastic action. You're off the team until you can do it better. You need to get more reps in. You need to think of things differently. Think outside the box. You earn your way back onto the team. Unfortunately, this quarterback plan that we've had hasn't left us with any other option. We've no backup to our backup. We've no third string. Realistically, we don't have the players that are coming on and into the squad. We're like, and who's this? Oh, a 7th round pick. Brilliant. That's going to do it. That's going to be great. That's our solution. Cool. Yeah, I'm here for it. No, you're losing the locker room. You've already lost the fan base. Let's be honest. And nothing is changing. And I think the most bleak part about that is the fact that we don't have a 1st round pick next year to even play for now. We don't even have a reason to lose anymore. And we're still losing. Like, that's terrifying. As a fan, and somebody, like, every single season that I've supported the Falcons, I've bought at least one jersey. A standout player, someone who I like to watch. Fair enough, maybe all of them are Bijan Robinson so far and Grady Jarrett prior. But this season, I've not bought a single jersey out of principle. Because I won't put my money into a team that's not listening to the fans.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Trey Terry Lloyd with the $2 said their plan never had quarterback development in it. F them. Ty here said you picked 2 injury-prone quarterbacks. So Keisha, so Keyshawn, so same question here. What do you how much do you think that this quarterback plan they had? What do you think about it, and how bad do you think it just blew up in their face?
I liked it at first until now, but I liked it. You have a veteran quarterback that's been to the playoffs, had success, had good seasons, and now he's going to groom a young up-and-coming quarterback that's a 1st-round pick that has a lot of potential, big arm, that had success in college, his previous year in college, making it to the national championship. So I liked it at first. My idea, instead of like getting Penix at first, was like keeping Desmond Ridder around and letting him develop under Kirk because it was cheaper option. That was my idea. But Penix is clearly better. So I wasn't mad at it because we were in need of a quarterback, and what we have with Ritter and Heineke was not it. But now that like we're looking at it, it's like we could have just kept Ritter around if this was going to happen at this point. So
Okay, so pretty much where you're coming down with it was you're looking at it from more so of the $100 million spending spree that came with the position.
yeah.
Man, we pay $100 million for an old beat up Cadillac. Okay, like what in the world, man? That is insane. So. I mean, it's to the point where I'm running out of questions.
Look, we get to some of these comments here since we running out of questions.
No,
so Jay Black, now I'm about to say, let me highlight this, but Jay Black said, Meg is right. Our quarterback situation is the fault of the head coach. OC, poor development of a young quarterback has placed us in the pickle. The next couple of decisions is do or die. And that's kind of where my disappointment is in the situation. At the very worst, this is where I believe that they went wrong at. They went wrong by going for, first of all, you bringing in 2 first-time coordinators. That's already 50-50 in itself. But if you're bringing in a young quarterback like that, you're bringing in a new quarterback that you just drafted. The number one thing that you would be telling people is that you have a competent quarterback coach or coaches that can help develop this guy for him to be the next in line. And unfortunately, I just ask everybody a question. What the hell is DJ Williams doing?
Looking like
that's the quarterback's coach now.
That's because I actually have I have 2 stats that I actually came across, and one of them, obviously, you look at the pistol. The pistol, we've run the pistol, we've ran shotgun about 92, 93% of the time this season. And then I saw another stat, and I put it on Instagram, where it was 74% of them running the outside zone running, like they're running outside. So my thing is, do you guys believe when you look at Raheem and Zach, those guys, they like what they like, and if you oppose it, they're going to get rid of you? Because those numbers are like those are 74%. This is the highest in 10 years, in decades. This is what this number, 74% outside zone running scheme. This is more than Kyle Shanahan does. That's alarming. Well, you have another stat when you look at the Atlanta Falcons in the gun, they're running 90%. So do you guys feel like these guys just they're running what they're running? Because it seems like, to me personally, it seems like there's a social experiment with the Atlanta Falcons, and they don't care who likes it. They're going to run what they want to run, regardless. Do you guys feel that way?
I get the vibe of a bit of a Jerry Jones style situation going on right now for us, where the Cowboys fans for a long time have been screaming about management, about coaching, about decisions that are being made from the higher ups, and we've all observed it from the outside, and we've been like, oh shit, it's the Cowgirls, like, look what they're doing. But realistically, are we any better right now? I agree. I think that the decisions that are being made and the things that are happening scream Dallas to me.
Oh, wow. That is interesting, Kill. You know why that's interesting, right? We talked about that. That is
Yeah,
interesting. We talked
yeah.
about that.
We talk. We like I said. We actually kind of had that conversation a couple days ago
Oh,
about that, where it's like
yeah.
it almost seems like it's Jerry Jones style
Yep.
outside of him being in front of the cameras talking trash.
They're gonna do what they want to do, and despite what anybody thinks, it seems exactly like.
Oh,
Wow.
hey
That's
man, look like you got you a fan here. Andrew G said he loves your ass. Said she should come on more often. So they want you back again.
Oh, thanks, Andrew.
But yeah. I can't disagree with that. Like I said, Rich McKay has really been a thorn in my ass for a while now. It's it I want to ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all a question. Is this the most in-season drama being a Falcon fan that you've seen this team experience in one regular calendar year?
Yes. I'm a new fan, but yeah, this is the most. I've been a fan since like 16 or 15, but yeah, this is the
Okay.
most.
We talking about the same franchise that had a head coach who punched a reporter after a game.
I'll take it. At least there's passion there. Like that's as a head coach, that would be me. You know what I mean? Like this is why I'm not a head coach, because I would. This is the ratchet shit that I would do. But like realistically, at least you're passionate. At least it shows that you give a shit. You're
yeah.
not just gonna stand and smile and be like, "Oh, it's fine. We'll find a way." Fuck off.
We'll find the
Oh my
way.
God, that shit drives me insane.
Okay,
That
hold on.
right there. It's not the losing. Losing for me, I can take losing, but that shit right there, that you standing and smiling, just we're gonna find a way, guys. Man, nope.
The problem is they're operating as if they don't know what they don't have a plan for anything. They pissing in the wind, trying to hope something gonna land.
He says we got to find a way, but we lose the exact same ways every game.
There you go. There you go. Every week it's the same way. Find the way, find the way. Da 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 da.
Like I'm sure he's a great guy in some respect, but not as a coach.
Okay. Ty said this is right behind the Vic situation. I'm gonna tell you something. The Vic situation was bad, but that was an off-season issue. We're talking about in season. Could think about it. All this started just this year alone with the laptop situation with Jeff Olbert. That was already that was a very good introduction to him. Then we got the Darnell Mooney thing, injured shoulder. For some reason, they decided to say it wasn't a shoulder; it was a collarbone situation. I'm like, that is two different. I know they in the same area, because I know I got a busted collarbone my damn self. But but it ain't a shoulder. Then we get the Ike Hilliard situation.
No. Back it up. We got his retard. Oh, let me say that. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord, you about to say
Jeff Olbricht's son. That right there should have been a precursor to what the season is going to be. We didn't even start the season yet, and his son doing something dumb.
That little, what'd you say? We wasn't even 3 hours, and we wasn't even 2 hours after the draft.
It wasn't even 3 hours after the draft when we come out with some nonsense. Like, bro, this good God Almighty.
Oh, okay, we got that. All right, so Michael Penix,
And then Kirk Cousins decided he want to go to Cleveland for a regular, not just a regular lunch.
No. It was Chipotle with what was it? It was a roasted chicken with a double side of salad or something. Yeah, he was in Cleveland. No, Mike, you got to go before that. He went on Good Morning Football America and told everybody that he was hurt last year. When they said he wasn't hurt last year.
See, this is why I like assholes. I like assholes because nice people, these are the most evil people in the universe. Nice people are one of the most evil people. When somebody say they're a nice guy, just automatically assume they're gonna kill you, okay? I promise you that. It will save you a lot of time. Nice people smile in your face all the while they're trying to take your place. The backstabbers. Don't trust nice people. Well, as soon as somebody say they're a nice guy, run and run fast, okay?
Nice guys finish last. Always remember, nice guys finish
last. Always.
The number one warning sign for me was when Raheem said he wasn't a defensive guy in training camp.
Oh my gosh. I like to lost my mind when I heard that.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, it's fine. We can see that from last season.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. It's like, then you got that. Then you go into the season. Okay. Boom. Week 3 comes by. Ike Hilliard gets fired. Remember, this is the same wide receiver coach that he brought in. The same wide receiver coach who coached 2 guys to career years. And Mooney would have had a career year if he'd have played the last 2 or 3 games, but I digress.
Mm-hmm.
You fired him because you said it was performance-based. Then we get a press conference literally earlier this week when he said the reason why he fired Ike Hilliard was because of communication issues. I'm like, whatever.
How the hell is talking gonna make your wide receiver catch the ball? It's stuff like this. It's like, all right, my wide receiver didn't tell my wide receiver coach didn't tell my wide receiver, my X receiver, my Z receiver, my wide receiver. Like you didn't tell these guys to catch the ball, and that's why we suck. Man, this dude has lost his mind. He has lost his mind. It's the things like that. As fans of football, we love the game, and many of us, we study every aspect of football, film. We watch other teams break down films, our own fans break down films, and we watch it. And for him to come out and say it's a communication issue, like when you can't tell me that David Sills is better than Ray McCloud. I'm not the biggest Ray McCloud fan, but you can't tell me that David Sills is better than Ray McCloud. Like, it's no way. And it's things like this. You looking at this guy's like, bro, you know, you lying. Okay, it's those things.
I also think he's making these decisions. He's firing coaches and whatever, only because he has to do something to save his own ass. Like, if he's doing nothing, then there is a plateau of, well, the finger's going to point at him. So the only reason that he's making these decisions, like the Ray McCloud decision, what the fuck, coaching decision, like he has to be seen to be doing something to make a little bit of noise that's going on in the background to distract from the fact that he is just a piece of shit.
Let me go ahead and put this quote out here. This was earlier in the day. So Terry Watt said, Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson on the rotation of wide receivers. And I quote, we have such flexibility with our guys. TJ Yates does a great job with those guys, getting them prepared for every situation.
We don't even know
He
who
lied.
the fuck their name. I don't know who the damn it is. Man, go ahead. I see you about to lose it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. If you want to lose it, hey, it's wide open here. If you want to go ahead and lose yourself in it, there you go.
Wow.
I mean, I'm looking at a team last week where I'm watching my team and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? Who is this guy who's putting on a jersey and running about pretending that he's playing football for 4 hours of my life that I'm never getting back, by the way, thank you. And we're watching, like, Tompkins, brilliant. Right, where's Kadarrell Hodge? Who was winning us games last season with walk-off fucking touchdowns for fun every time we brought him on. We're looking at Casey Washington, who I know that I'm a little bit obsessed. I love this guy. Loved him since college days. Watched him as a rookie sit on a bench while we're losing games. I'm watching what's happening with our wide receiver core, and I'm thinking, we don't have flexibility, but we do have weapons. So why the fuck don't we use the weapons that are actually proven and can get the points on the board, which ultimately leads to us getting the wins, which is the most important thing. And we're watching them sitting on a fucking bench for what? For what? Like, Drake London, star, love him, absolute G, like my guy. But we have to accept that we don't have him right now. There's still not even a report on what his status is as of today. Like, in terms of against the Seahawks this weekend, we need to be looking at that and saying, right, do you know what? Our best options then are Kadarrell Hodge, Casey Washington. You know, let's get Algier more of the ball. Let's look at what we're doing with Kyle Pitts, because realistically, we've been screaming for Kyle Pitts to have a season like he's having this season for the last 3 years. And we know that he can do it. This is the thing. We know that Bijan can do it. We know that Kyle Pitts can do it. We know that Algier can do it. But we're not feeding the right people the ball. We're not making the right decisions. And again, it comes back to that fucking coaching decisions that are being made week in, week out, that is screwing us, like they are bending us over and going in dry. Like, it's not even funny.
He did say our job is to entertain the fans. Keyshawn, well, go ahead and follow up, Meg. What you think about what she said?
You can't sit up here and tell me with a straight face that Nick Nash, Chris Blair, Casey Washington, and Kadarrell Hodge ain't better than David Seals and Devin Tompkins or whatever that dude name is. No disrespect. Kadarrell Hodge took a slant to the house in overtime against Tampa last year to win the game. And you mean to tell me he can't do that again? You mean to tell me Nick Nash had the most receiving yards in college last year? But he can't catch passes here in the NFL? You mean to tell me Chris Blair had the most touchdowns out of any Falcons receiver in the preseason, but he can't catch?
But do you know who we'll blame? Let's just blame the kicker. because ultimately, it's all his fault. Everything's the kicker's fault. Like,
everything's
forget the fact that everything else is a shit show, that it's on fire behind us. But do you know who's the problem? Kicker.
And I'm glad you said that too. So, how do y'all feel about this special teams unit? Because as Mike would tell you, I'm kind of like a special teams guy myself, and I've been highly frustrated about it because, like you said, we are on our fourth kicker this year. What it seems like, third or fourth, whatever, and we got one of the worst kick coverage. We got one of the worst special teams unit in the league. But for some reason, we're doing a great job.
Our kicker room is starting to resemble the Browns' quarterback room.
Whoa!
No.
We are just like powering through for fun, starting somebody new each week because we can. Realistically, pick up someone cheap who's not the best. But it's still, like, realistically, yeah, obviously we need a decent kicker. that's on the cards. Younghoe Koo was in the third top scorer for the Falcons in the last 20 years, and we got rid of him. Fair enough. He's old, he's decrepit. Funnily enough, we can't do that with our quarterbacks, but we can do it with our kickers. Like, where's the line here of what's important? Where's the priority? Because yeah, we need special teams. I love special teams plays. I love what they can do. However, we shouldn't need to rely so heavily on special teams if we're playing a decent quarterback, if we're putting an offense out that can actually fucking score points. Like, we're relying far too much on a special teams side that isn't the best, that we don't. You look at our special teams squad and you think, they're not where our weapons lie. Let's be honest. We've got a bang average special teams unit right now that are coming out and doing the job at a functioning level. Nothing outstanding. But we have got players on our offense, players on our defense that are 100% top tier weapons. They shouldn't be relying on a special teams unit that is at best average, as heavily as we are.
It's been a lot of games where we had to rely on the kicker to win games for us, and that's problematic in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I ain't even look at this point in time. It's not really even the kicker situation. It's y'all giving up 40, 50-yard kick returns. It seemed like on a weekly basis.
And he's standing on the sideline with just a bro, he just ran 50 yards. Why are you not cussing this guy out? Like, these guys have done it week after week. And he's just standing there just like, yeah, they just ran for 40 yards again. And my guy just made a mistake again. And like last week was the first time he act like he could scream. That was the first time all year.
He screamed at Felipe Franks. That was it.
Bro, Agnew had been hitting cartwheels he been hitting cartwheels before he tried to catch the ball on special teams, and you getting mad at Felipe Franks? Why? It's stuff like this. Just like, all right, like this dude. It's like I said. It's not the point. It's for me personally. It's not about losing. I'm a Falcons fan. We haven't won anything, so it's not about winning. Yes, I want to win. But it's not about that. It's just the things that he's doing and he's saying, and it's like trying to pretend as if though Falcons fans don't know what he's doing. We don't know that he has no clue. The things that you're saying when you say, I've never heard Bill Belichick say over and over again, we're going to find a way. Huh? What you mean find a way? You're the head coach. Your job is to learn to adjust to every situation, to every person. You're supposed to have all of that figured out. You're supposed to communicate with them. Go ahead, man. Go.
As a head coach, you're supposed to have your route planned plus an A, B, and C alternative for road closures on the way. Like, you need to have that shit figured out before you take the helm of a team. Like, that's like a captain stepping on a ship and being like, shit. We can't go that way because there's a storm. Well, looks like we'll just have to sail through it and hope that we don't sink. Like, that shit doesn't fly. That's like a pilot hitting turbulence that's so bad that's going to break the plane in half. But, cool, we'll just fly through it because I've not found a way yet to go another route. Like, you need to have your routes planned. You need to have alternative pathways prior to week 15 of a season starting. Like, or week 14 of a season starting. Like, we're way past finding a way at this point. Way past it. Like, you need to find your way out of my locker room and not look back. Like, do not turn around. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200 quid. Like, leave. Bye. Adios.
Ty here said he be calling timeouts for the other team.
He called a timeout for the coach to get set for a field goal with 40 seconds left with no timeouts when they had no timeouts. But for me, it's like we're giving up big returns and we're not getting any big returns. We're getting out to like the 20-yard line. It's like at that point, just save the time, let it bounce into the end zone. At that point, just save it and hope our offense can do something. And this is the worst kicking situation we've had since Giorgio Tavecchio was our kicker.
Whew. Yeah. So the question I have for you guys, and we'll kind of yeah, Kim, I know you just gonna have that. Yeah, you heard that name before. Yeah, him and Giorgio Tavecchio, yeah. But the question I have for you,
Vecchio wasn't as bad as Riley Patterson. Riley Patterson
yeah.
made me mad more than anybody.
That was worse.
I
He
never
got
seen
my hopes
anybody.
up, man.
I
He
never
just
seen
got my
anybody
hopes
get my hopes up so high for a field goal, and just to see it die right before it crosses the goal line.
I was ready to party, but nope.
Yeah, we won. Wait, it was short.
Yeah, that hurt my feelings, man.
I
That
was
hurt
ready
my
to swag surf all over the house, but nope.
I thought it was good too. I thought it was good. Nope.
And then he messed around. But remember before that, he missed the extra point before that.
Yeah. That's a lot of stuff with this dude, man. That's just for me. It's like so. All right, so with this Atlanta Falcons team now, obviously we know what it is at this moment. Is there anything with this team where you just hoping or looking forward to? Because whether it's a player you're hoping, because for me, I just want to see Bijan win because I think he's the best player in the football. I know for a while it's been Patrick Mahomes, but when you just look at what Bijan is doing, and I respect what CMC is doing, but I think he has a better team around him, and the fact that Bijan Robinson is putting up the numbers with a terrible play caller, and got a good offensive line, got weapons, but so is there any player or players on this team for you guys that you're looking forward to, and hoping for these past 5 games you're going to be keeping a close eye on, or coach?
Nope.
You just want it done. You want it over.
I'm ready for next season. Like, bring on 2026.
She said throw it in the garbage.
Throw it in the garbage.
Throw it in the garbage.
Bijan's my jersey that I wear all the time, right? I love him. I want to see him do well. But realistically, I know he can do well next season. I know he can do well any game that he plays. He can do well, regardless of who's around him. And we can say that he is going to be a legend in the sport, right?
Yes.
But I'd love to see Casey Washington, my guy. I'd love to see him getting the recognition that he deserves. I'd love to see Kadarrell Hodge getting the recognition he deserves. But realistically, it's so hard to root for, not necessarily the individuals, but it's so hard to root for the team that is so broken right now by the higher up, the powers that be, that are making the decisions. Because without a massive overhaul, and I mean, I meant it when I said book a coach and get all of them the fuck out of there and start fresh. Without that happening, I'm struggling to see for the next 5 years how our team's going to formulate, because realistically, we were idiotic when we traded out our first round pick this season. We were idiotic when we paid Kirk Cousins the amount of money we paid him. We were idiotic when we got rid of Ray McLeod. We were idiotic when, we hired half of the coaches that we've got right now, the coordinators. Like, realistically, it's so hard to see how these players are going to get to where their potential is when they're being stopped at every opportunity. Like, hashtag feed Bijan the ball, like, full stop. But come on, is it going to happen realistically?
Yeah.
For me, I just want to see Kirk Cousins and Darnell Mooney up their trade bait. and get a Drake London extension done. Pay him his 35 to 38 million he deserves, because this receiver room sucks and he's carrying it.
Yep.
It's bad. It's bad.
Mike, this right here has been one of the most entertaining / depression / comical ass seasons I think I've ever watched as a Falcon fan. And like you said, I go back to 1990. I ain't never seen a whole season where you get drama, comedy,
and a pure shit show on the field.
A pure shit show and the need to snort coke all in one season.
Yeah,
the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
There you go.
That is exactly it. It's some
I know
crazy.
I'd rather watch right now.
Look, I'm watching. Like I said, I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. It's so much crazy stuff going in that show. So I'm much more entertained by Game of Thrones than I am in the Atlanta Falcons right now. And like I said, I love football. I love football. Jeez, man, it's hard watching this.
I done got to the point where I literally have to watch Barney and Friends after each game.
Yeah, just to be happy.
I do watch Barney and Friends.
Sesame Street or something. Like, good God.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawks make me happy, so there's that. They
there you go.
They win on Sundays.
Like you said, it's a whole bunch of mixed emotions. It goes back to what we're talking about as far as the expectations are not being met. We're losing the teams we're not supposed to be losing. We're beating teams we're not supposed to be beating. And we're losing games in all aspects of everything. We losing games by giving up touchdowns with a minute to go in the game, missed field goals, punt returns, kick return. And like you said, just this past game, almost got one took to the house. Thank God it didn't happen. Luckily, we only gave up 3 points on that drive, but it's those little plays like that. It's pretty much has been just the sum up of what has been going on all year. We not doing what's supposed to be doing to get success here.
Raheem has more bad losses than good wins. That should tell you everything you need to know.
He ain't got no damn wins. Like he barely got. He got more losses than he. Oh my God!
No, he talked about the Buffalo game was a good win. The Minnesota game was a good win
last year. Tampa twice last year. That's about like it.
And then you come to this year. You 34-3 to Miami. You just lost to the Jets.
You lost 3 games in a row to Carolina.
3 to Yeah, the Bryce Young is 7-5. I think his record is like 11-16. No, I said it was like 11-18 or something like that. I'm just guessing the number, and half of those wins is against us. So there's a problem right there.
Major problem.
And then you lost to the Saints after they fired their head coach last year.
Mm.
And you kept letting Kirk throw when he had a horrible shoulder.
There's a lot of bad decisions. A lot of bad.
Yeah, that, like I said, that's just what it just come down to, man. It's just like I said, it's a bunch of missed opportunities, bad decisions, and unfortunate circumstances going on. Be honest with you, I ain't got nothing else to say, Mike. I'm about to crank up Lamb Chops play along here right quick. Talking about this shit. So,
yeah.
One thing that like kind of caught me off guard, what Raheem said a couple weeks ago was when he said Penix is not very good under center, but they rarely did that in training camp. A lot of stuff they did in training camp was pistol. and shotgun.
They never really ran that. They never really ran that out there. There was quite a few people that were reporting, and we was at training camp, and we very seldom saw him not in the gun. So it's things like that that's frustrating with this guy. You
But
tell him
that's
what he can't do, and you're not trying. That's the whole point of having a quarterbacks coach. The quarterbacks coach is supposed to be getting him prepared for those types of things.
but that's what my biggest question is with it is. So what the hell has TJ Yates and DJ Williams been doing since last year?
Licking boots, okay? They've been signing and licking Raheem's boots. That's what they've been doing. Because it's not coaching. We clearly see that.
That's what like I said, that's been my biggest issue about it all. But it's gonna be an interesting weekend, I tell you that much right now. We're gonna let everybody kind of get their final takes in. Keyshawn, go ahead and get your final thoughts in. Let the people know where they can find you and stuff like that.
You can find me on X or Twitter, whatever you call me, whatever you call it. Just type my name and you'll find me. And I expect the bins to be very empty on Sunday. It's pretty much. And I might have an article coming out tomorrow on Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
He's balling out this year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, like you said, we'll definitely point everybody in the right direction for you, man. So that's why I said Keyshawn Vlad on X. So like you said,
Just
man,
follow me and I'll make sure everybody get it. You'll see it.
Exactly.
Follow me.
Exactly. Man, but like I said, Keyshawn, we appreciate you coming on with us, man. Like I said, I know this is kind of your first time being on the show with us, man. How you feeling?
I feel good. This is my first time being on a podcast ever, so I hope I did good.
Oh no, you fine. You good. You good, man. Like you said, man, just you let me know. Like you said, if you wanna come back on, man. Like you said, the door is open for you. Like you said, you just let me know when you're available, man.
All right, we'll do.
All right, Meg, man. What's your final take for the show?
I would say if you've got some better plans for Sunday, probably go with those. I know that I've added both my handles this week because Sporty Cowgirl, she's out line dancing on Sunday. She's not watching the game. That's my plans. I got a better offer this week, so I won't be watching the Seahawks. I'll watch the start of it, but I'm out. So that's probably saying a lot because I've not missed a Falcons game since I became a fan, and I've no interest in watching JSN run through us. I've no interest in watching Sam Darnold, who wasn't even good enough to stay at the Vikings apparently, and is still balling. You know, like I've no interest in it. Like I love the guy. I love Sam Darnold, Ginger Jesus. You know, go for it. Go ham. You might as well.
I hope so too.
But yeah, I'm over on Instagram and TikTok at ballers_meg or at the Sporty Cowgirl as well now, because apparently football cannot be my life because I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. So
you're gonna have might serenade you with sweet nothings in your ear. like I said, that'll make you feel good. I'll get my final take on this. I'm going to be very, very drunk for this game. I'm just saying. So the old K Styles may be coming back for this game.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, the K Styles, he was slowed down on his drinking a lot, just as I. I don't really have.
Yeah. Like I said, if you see me chugging a 6-pack during the whole post game show, just know.
You know why?
The old K Styles is back.
Just mind your business.
Mind your business. There you go. I ain't got nothing else to say, Mike, man. Go ahead, man. What you got?
Like I said, Keyshawn, Meg, we appreciate it. Like I said, man, we love to hear what everybody has to say. And if you too feel as though that you want to give this a shot and come on and talk ball with us, you're more than welcome to come back. But like I said, if you guys want to find them, just follow me at Mad Mike Sports on all platforms. I will make sure that you guys get the links to their profile. So like I said, man, that's all I have to say, man. Like I said, man, I don't want to say I lost hope in the team, but I lost all hope in Raheem. I'm just tired of looking at him. It's to the point where I don't even want to look at this dude. It's like I'm a scoring X level. Okay, it's like I'm a scoring. Like just to look at her, his face. That's where I am. Just like I can't stand the sight of this dude. That's where I am. And for me, when I feel like that for my team, I know it's time for me to get another hobby for a minute. So. That's all I gotta say, man.
Marriage, love and the marriage. It's the horse. What you say? What you say? Right here, Morrison turned into Peggy.
Yeah,
Peggy Bundy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ow! What is it, Peg? We just gotta find you way.
Shut up! Let's go.
I hate we out. Deuces.